Hi, my name is MachineRite, and this is not understanding Fortnite. This is just kind of a add-on to the 90 video. I recently saw a comment by Resprit. I'm going to be saying it wrong, I don't know how to say it. But he was talking about what causes floors to go above you. And I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, that's probably makes sense. He was talking about the midpoint. And that makes total sense. If you're looking at the wall, if you're above the midpoint, yep, it does actually go above you. But then I was like looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute. You don't have to be looking at the wall. You can look over here. So the midpoint is not the perfect answer, but it does make sense. It is an easy way to look at it. I would actually classify it as it will go to the closest snap point to your crosshair. And what do I mean by a snap point? The area that the wall is using to connect to another build, because obviously you cannot build in midair, it has to connect to something. So it is connecting to the edge of this. I don't necessarily have to be looking at the wall, I just have to have my crosshair near the snap point. Now, there's also a bit of logic to it, like even if I'm aiming out here, it's very hard to get it to go on the other side. And the next thing I want to address is in the 90, he's talking about how the same thing applies to your ramp, which isn't really true either, because you don't have to be looking at your ramp, you can be looking out here, and it still wants to go to the closest snap point to your crosshair, which for some reason is not down here. I guess now that would be the closest snap point technically, but still this is the closest snap point right now. But that's not really important because when you place your floors, there is no ramp. The ramp comes after. What I think a lot of people's floor problems come from, so I'm looking down at this wall. Right now the closest snap point to my crosshair is still this one. But if I am slightly off and I'm actually aiming at this wall, so if you're aiming at this wall, even if you're looking down, if you jump up, you look, your crosshair is now closest to this snap point just because you're actually above the midpoint on this wall. But if I was looking over here, my crosshair is still closest to the snap point down there. Now this only applies to like these 90s. That's why I like the MachineRite so much, because you don't have this wall to mess with you. So yeah, quick extra video. Thanks.